Yo, what it do? It's your boy Trey, host of Black Men Do Think on YouTube. Honor me by hitting that subscribe button. Engage, don't cancel. All right, that's the new motto. Engage, don't cancel me. All right, I want to talk to you about why little things in the Gospels make a big deal. So often when you bring up contradictions, things that contrade with each other from story to story in the Gospels, people will say, apologetics, believers, they will just tell you, oh, that's just a little thing. You're making a big deal out of a little thing and not focusing on the meaning of the story. Well, I'm going to tell you why these things matter historically and for a historian like me who is seeking the truth. Okay, so the Gospels are written anonymously. A church father by the name of Irenaeus in the year 185 attributed names to him. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are not the authors of the Gospel. Church father named Irenaeus in the year 185, 100 years after they were composed, attributed these names to them, okay? So that's how you get the names in the Gospel, but they're not written. I would like anybody to read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and tell me anywhere in that story where the author identifies himself or writes as if he's in the story. He's never writing in first person. When he talks about Matthew, it's the same as he's talking about Jesus. All right, so these are unauthored accounts. And it is always by each historian knows that Matthew and Luke copied Mark. Okay, so our first gospel chronologically written is Mark, okay? And Matthew and Luke copied him. So we must ask ourselves, since they have a written copy of Mark, why, when they tell the same story, do they insert changes? They take things out, put things in, insert and desert theological things, okay? So we have to ask ourselves, since they have a written copy, these are not people with perspectives. These are not eyewitnesses telling a story that happened. They are changing a story they have inherited. As a historian, we must ask ourselves why they do these things. And now that they have the ability and the willingness to add or to subtract from the story, now we got to go through the whole thing to see what they done added, what they subtracted. But at the end of the day, that makes it written by man and not by God, who had nothing to do with it. So therefore, it's a book by man, not by God.